Whittleton Creek, Vermont.
They've managed to blend in very nicely.
Thank you, sir. They've gone entirely native. You'd be hard-pressed to distinguish them from the other residents or visiting workers.
We'll use them to infiltrate some of the more suspect houses, like the Wilsons. That Batty fellow was engaged in the lawsuit against Janus. If we can get rid of the local plumber, we can put in a new guy and have him install cameras in people's homes.
I suppose so, Mr. Cassidy.
Yeah? You'll see. We'll own this town yet.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47. Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered. Must be a very important trip given his poor health.
Hey, you guys haven't been poking around the frog. Don't you worry. I practically own
Everything to spec here? Did you pass the latest tapes over to the house?
Yes, sir, I did. They're in a file and are ready for review.
All right. We need a better setup. It's not ideal recording things from up there and then storing the tapes somewhere else.
I totally agree, sir. Though separating the tapes from the playback device is necessary in case someone gains access to the building. As you mentioned yourself, we can't let anyone know what we're doing.
You don't have to tell me that. I know what I said.
Of course, Mr. Cassidy. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. I'm just annoyed with this setup.
Understood, sir.
Hold on.
Oh my God! Christ's sake.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
Drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close
That's an
watch
idea,
on
but it's better
Janus.
to keep the tapes safe in
I'm willing to
a
bet
house.
those surveillance
Yeah,
tapes hold
well,
interesting
I'm tired of
information.
climbing that damn rickety ladder over there.
Now, I can't tell if I find the quiet or the noise more distracting in this kind of game.
Yes, I understand you tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues.
Oh, yeah. So, the other day I accidentally asked Janus about that urn in the basement. Big mistake.
Haven't you learned anything yet? How long did he talk for?
Oh, can't really be sure. I zoned out eventually. It's not as bad as that time I used the gramophone inside the house, though. Man, that tune kicked off some old memories and some long-ass stories. He dragged me down to the basement and showed me all of his memorabilia.
You know how it works.
Interesting.
The old man
Maybe
got
you should try to
one
spark
day.
some of those old
Was there a
stories,
right memory
47.
got perfect
Who knows
memory?
what secrets Janus might
Great
reveal?
man when it comes to his old adventures.
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
What I wouldn't give for a nice pack of Novaya right now. I remember the first pack I had back in
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
We are close now, gentlemen. Both targets are dead.
Affirmative. Solid copy, one actual. Bagging and tagging any bodies found. Out. Next stop, lost and found. This is definitely not the best part of the job.
The Ark Society annual gathering. 47, that's it. That has to be the event where Janus and the Constant are meeting. That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough. Objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
in the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.